All right, we are here live for the final time from the Beja Comics Festival, who is going on its 13th edition this year. And we are here with the festival organizer, Paulo Monteiro, who once again has brought to reality a veritable party where you can hang out with all of the great national stars of the Portuguese comic scene, plus a lot of international guests from countries such as Spain, Denmark, and Italy. And as usual, this is an amazing event. Uh, tell us what motivated you to create the Beja Comics Festival, and right now, what are your hopes for the for this edition?
Well, first, I want to say that my English is terrible, so you have to be ready to hear something strange. My expectations with the festival is that all the artists can be here with the readers, and that we can make a big party around around comics. I'm also an artist, and I think it is very important to stimulate the interrelation between the public and the artist. That's one of our principal objectives.
And we are a bit far away from the main population
Yes.
centers in Portugal, but you always have a lot of the visitors. What's the secret to make sure that people always come back again, and that you always have a new audience coming in?
Well, I think it's because of the atmosphere. It's a very informal atmosphere, and I think the people really love that because the interrelation between the artists and the public is very, very, how can I say,
It's
profound,
very, very, very friendly,
Yes, very
very
friendly.
warm.
And the festival stimulates projects, ideas. There's a lot of conversations about comics and other teams, and I think it's for that because of the confraternization and because it's very, very informal.
Yeah, right now when we're talking here, all of the guests of the event are doing the autograph session, and it's a gigantic line for everybody involved. But everybody's waiting in line orderly, and they always have a good time talking for a couple of minutes with the artists. Uh, being as Portugal is not an important part of the international comics industry, what's the most difficult about getting international guests to come to
Well,
your festival?
it's not really difficult because we are near. Well, we are near Spain, near France, near Italy, England. Well, we are in the heart of the scenes. So it's not difficult to do that. And we don't have an industry because we are not a big country with millions of persons. So we are 10 millions, I think. So we don't have an industry, but we have fantastic artists, wonderful artists, and it's very important for us as festival to show to the Portuguese readers the Portuguese artists that are really, really fantastic. Sometimes they are not well known out of our frontiers, or out of our borders, but they should be. And this is a way of showing these artists to the rest of the world. So it's very important.
Right now, we're only missing the Americans and the Japanese.
Yes, sometimes we have here some American artists. Next year, I was talking with an editor. We can have here maybe Craig Thompson that was here in Beja a few years ago. With the Americans, it's not difficult We had George Pratt, etc. But with the Japanese, it's very, very difficult because we even don't start the conversation with them because we don't have contacts, we don't have references. They work to big corporations, and it's very, very difficult to talk with them. Sometimes the Americans, they have Facebook, they have sites with the contacts. So I've talked with Mike Mignola, with um, Mazzucchelli, etc. It's not difficult. With the Japanese, is impossible.
Um, for the future, do you want to have a bigger festival, or do you think that the way it is, it's good?
I think the way it is good because we have 18 exhibitions. Sometimes we have 20, 21, 22 exhibitions with artists from 10, 11, 12 countries. This is a little city. It's important to know that.
And just this is something that we have in the comics festivals in Portugal. We have art exhibits with a lot of the guest artists and with a few other artists that we can get the hands on their originals, and it's something that is missing from the majority of American comic book conventions. It's a plus. So if you're in the United States and you want to come to Europe, this is a place that you can visit. The exhibits are staying here for 2 weeks, but the first weekend is when we have all the party. Yes. So what are we going to do? What are you going to do next today?
Today, we have an award to give to Sofia Neto, a wonderful artist from Portugal. She's now starting his own career, and she's a beautiful artist. We are going to give them an award that is also an inspiration to her, I think. And she had her exhibition here in the principal nucleus of the festival. And then we will have a conversation with the Brazilian artists, I think. And after we are going to have music concerts with an artist, with a comic artist drawing alive, and with a projection behind the musicians, a big projection behind the musicians. Uh, After we will have a DJ playing and more people drawing, and we only close the festival at 4 o'clock in the morning.
So as you can see, this is a small festival, but it's very unique and everybody's pretty busy. So right now we're closing down because we want to go to the party as well. I hope you enjoyed watching our interviews today. I'll be coming back home tomorrow, where I'll do another live show, and I'll tell you about the make a talk a little bit about what happened here and the people I was talking to, and about what it feels for me to have the atmosphere. And I will be showing you my comic book haul and talking a bit about the comic books that we can buy here in Portugal. So, Paulo Monteiro, thank you very much for taking the time.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
And right now we're signing off. We're going to the party. You guys can be jealous because it's going to be a great party. And I'll be back tomorrow. See you later.